Happy Easter! I'm Sarah and I am so pumped for what's about to happen. Before we get started, there's only one thing that you need to know. This Easter is for everybody in your family. So, if you're a teenager, this is for you. If you're a college student, it's for you too. And if you're a younger kid, get ready because we're about to have some serious fun and we need you to lead the way. Adults, buckle up. This is going to be a Sunday like you have never done it before. So no matter who you are, I want you to know that this is for you. And the only way to not have fun is to not participate. So look around. Is there anyone missing? If so, hit pause right now and go get them because you're going to need them. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, so hear me out. There are only two kinds of people in the world. People who love these, like me, and people who just, don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, these things, they're cute and they're squishy. How does your family feel about them? Show me a thumbs up if you love eating these and a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, all right. So there's so many different options out there. No matter how you feel about eating Peeps, you are going to love this game. Your family is going to face off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition of all time. I'm going to explain how it works, and then I'll tell you when to start. So, first, divide the room into 2 teams. Next, take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. If you don't have any Peeps, no worries, you can use big marshmallows. They work just as well. So Team A gets Peep A, and Team B, you get Peep B. You can come up with cooler names like, Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles, but you get the idea. You can also take a Sharpie marker and you can decorate them, give them some personality. So you could draw a mustache on this one or some angry eyebrows like that. Just let your juices flow. Next, you need to prepare them for battle. So if you have toothpicks, you can use those. I didn't have toothpicks. So you're gonna use this like a joust or a lightsaber or a sword. It just depends on how serious your family is. So you wanna make sure that your toothpick or whatever you use is facing the other Peep. So you can do this. Now you're gonna wanna put them on a plate, a microwave plate. No social distancing necessary. You want them to be close together and facing each other. So now it is time for the big event. You're gonna gather around the plate and you're gonna put it in the microwave, setting the timer for 45 seconds. You're not gonna let it run that long. Actually, don't let it run that long. You wanna press start and watch at a safe distance until they start dropping their lightsabers and one touches the other. So the toothpick or whatever it is that touches the other Peep first wins. As soon as this happens, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave. Trust me on this one. All right, it's time to settle this thing. Don't forget to snap a picture of the photo finish. It's time to go. Press pause and I'll wait here. How did it go? Who won? I want pictures. Post them with the hashtag #ConnectKidsEaster. I have to admit that was more fun than I thought. And also, this happened. Yeah. Well, are you ready for another game? Okay, good. So for this one, You need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. Clean, dirty, doesn't matter. One catch, they have to match. So if you need to go and grab those things, do it right now. Press pause and I will explain the rest. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now you need to choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, you're gonna dump all the socks on one side of the room. And don't worry, those socks will all make their way back to the basket really soon. Then you're gonna place your basket on the other side of the room. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile to find the matching one, roll the socks together in the shape of a ball, like an Easter egg, just like this. And then you're gonna toss it across the room into the laundry basket, which is an Easter basket now. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help you count, you'll have to keep up with that number on your own. That means everybody's on the honor system, all right? Parents, I'm looking at you. Okay, if needed, you can push pause right now to get everything and everyone in position for the game. I'll wait right here. Okay, everybody ready? We're putting a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Families, come back over. Who won? Okay, that was wild. Whoever won gets socks. Just kidding. Adults, make sure whoever won the challenge gets a special treat today. Maybe one of these things right here. Okay, maybe not. Whatever. I hope you're having so much fun so far. We are celebrating today because it's Easter. And if you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. Today we're going to talk about what that makes today. Maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know you have a lot of family and friends who would love to hear from you. And to make that happen, you have a few options. Pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. Okay, so I just got a bunch of texts back saying happy Easter. Thank you so much. Even though we're celebrating differently than we have before, that's okay. Easter is still happy, and that's not just because of Peep Wars or Easter baskets or chocolate bunnies, although those things are pretty awesome. It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet it is so simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down His life. Through God's power, He defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, He's promised to return, so we can live with Him forever.
Wow, I hear that story every Easter and it always amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus to the world to remind me that He is greater than anything that can go on in my world. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face anything bad that happens. I like to think about it this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because He's alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. All right, so here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things you can do because Jesus is alive. Answer this question as a family. How would you fill in the blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive. Pause the video while you discuss, and then when you're finished, meet me right back here. awesome. I love conversations like these because remembering what God has done in the past helps me to trust Him and what's going on in my life right now. I hope that's true for you too, and I hope that you spend the rest of the day making happy memories with your family, maybe even playing the games a few more times. To get you started, here's one last challenge. For this one, you'll need to decide who's the technology genius at your house. Maybe it's your parent, your uncle, your aunt, your 8th grader, your college student. Either way, decide who that person is right now, okay? Got it? Awesome. As soon as this video is over, I want you to go outside and take a family Easter photo. I will be. You can be dressed up or in your PJs. It can be totally normal with smiling faces or a silly one with one of those filters that turns your face into a bunny rabbit. No matter how you do it, take a family photo and make it awesome. Then share it on social media. Remember to use the hashtag ConnectKidsNH so that we can see your family's Easter style. I can't wait to see it. Maybe now more than ever, this is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope He gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I cannot wait to be with you again.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.